Great morning, you guys. Come on in, come on in. Come on in. Great morning. Hey, beautiful. Great morning, great morning. You guys, I'm on the road. Do me a favor and go ahead and share. Share. Prayerfully, we'll keep a signal and you guys will be able to hear me and see me. I'm not going to be on long, but I did want to hop on and just share this with you guys this morning. Thank you, beautiful. I appreciate you, April. Great morning, you guys. Let me know who's here. Let me know who's here and where you are tuning in from. Let me know who's here and where you're tuning in from. Great morning, Donnell. Good to see you, beautiful. Yes. This is a challenging word, huh? Y'all ever get those challenging words? And I think what makes it so challenging is it is difficult to do, right? It's not so much the word itself, but it's difficult to do, okay? Listen, because I'm not going to be out here long, I'm not waiting long, right? So people will have to catch the replay. But the Lord said, hold on, your change is going to come. Hold on, your change is going to come. Now, let me tell you why I say that's difficult. Because sometimes it don't look like the change is going to come. Sometimes it don't feel like the change is going to come. Sometimes you wonder, is the change really going to come? But God said, hold on, your change is going to come. Now, I don't want you to think your change is going to come without any challenges, without any obstacles, without any sacrifice, without any pain, without any struggle, without any strife. I'm not saying that. So I don't want y'all to think that, right? But I need you to hold on because your change is going to come. In this season, as we are pushing into a different realm, it requires a different version of us to show up. The old you, the new you, right? The old you will allow the things of the past to hold you hostage and keep you from moving forward, right? It'll allow those things that you've done in the past, those things that you have a tendency to do, to stop you, right? Because you will not be willing to adjust. You won't be willing to make changes. You won't be willing to grow. You won't be willing to evolve. Listen, and evolution is not easy. Contrary to popular belief, evolution is not easy. And I think because in the church, we have denounced evolution in terms of our existence, we kind of denounce evolution, period, right? You got to be careful how you use your words. And although I do not personally believe that we evolved from monkeys, I definitely know that humanity has evolved over time. Evolution is a part of nature. It's a part of life. Everything evolves based on the situation, the circumstances, where it's planted. There is an evolution that occurs in order to protect you, in order to grow you, in order to make sure that you're able to survive in the environment in which you find yourself. If you fail to evolve in an environment where it requires evolution, you die. Did y'all hear what I said? If you fail to evolve in a situation and in a place that requires evolving, you die. Now, I'm not talking about necessarily a physical death, but in the natural, it results in a physical death. I want you to think about this. You can grow up in one environment and then be transplanted into another one. You grow up in a really nice area, you grow up having access to things, and then you're planted in a place where there are challenges. There may be different kinds of obstacles that you face in that environment. Either you'll evolve or you'll die in that place because you're not ready for it. You're not equipped for it. You can't handle it. Um, this evolution that I've been going through is probably the most challenging one ever. And let me tell you what makes it so challenging. What makes it so challenging is it's easier to do what you've always done than it is to choose to do something different. It's easier to do what you've always done than it is to choose consciously, actively to do something different, something that stretches you, something that challenges you. It's easier to do what you've always done. It's easier. In fact, you're wired so that that's your natural reaction. You're wired so that that's what you naturally do. That's what our neurotransmitters do. We have neural pathways, and those neural pathways, when things happen, our neural pathways automatically take us in a particular direction. But the direction that it's always taking you is not necessarily the direction that you need to go. You have to create new neural pathways. You have to create new responses. You have to. Or you die. Listen to me. Not necessarily a physical death, but you die. What I know for me is I've been fighting to create new neural pathways, new responses, new ways of addressing, new ways of dealing, ways that are not driven by my saboteurs. But when you make that decision, when I tell you, everything around you will seem to want to push you back in the old. It just seems like everything will press in to get you to a place where it pushes you back into the old. And you alone, choose what you do. So you have to consistently, continually, persistently, determinedly choose the new. You have to choose the new in the face of everything in you wanting to go the other way. You've got to choose the new. So hold on, your change is going to come, but know that you have to choose the new to get the change. And although you would like to think that everything around you and people around you are going to applaud the new, it doesn't necessarily happen like that. So you have to choose the new anyway. You have to choose the new in the absence of applause. You have to choose the new in the absence of reward. You have to choose the new in the absence of anyone else affirming the new. You still have to choose it because it's not about anyone else. It's about you. You have to choose you. You have to choose new. You have to hold on for your change, because change does not come without resistance. But the resistance is not to destroy you. It's not to stop you. The resistance is to build you. God allows resistance to build you up. God allows resistance to grow you up. Your muscles. God allows resistance in order to help you be able to carry the assignment that he has for you. But know that resistance is going to come. Don't be confused. Don't think it's people. It is God allowing resistance to build you. God is allowing it. I'm not saying it's coming from God, but God is allowing it to build you. Why? There's a place he's trying to get you. He can't get you there if you can't handle the resistance, if you can't handle the challenge, if you can't handle the struggles, if you can't handle the difficulties, if you can't do it, you will not get there. Resistance will come. Conflict will come. Change will come. I don't care how much we try to avoid things. I don't care how much we try to run from things. I don't care how much we try to act like we don't see things. Listen, these things will come and they must come. Listen, I need y'all to understand this. See, we're so freaking confused because we've been coasting in our lives. See, if you've been coasting in your life and all of a sudden something comes that pushes you to go in a different direction, you will begin to resent the thing that pushes you. You'll resent it. You'll resent it. And if you're not careful, you'll come to despise it. Because it just won't stop. It seems like it just won't stop. But baby, let me tell you something. Everything that God allows in our lives is working for us. It's coming for us and not against us, to build us and not to destroy us. But we will abort the assignment in the midst of the stretch. We will abort it in the midst. Listen, we'll hate the thing that has to happen in order to grow us the freak up. One of the things I know is throughout my life, I've discovered this. The very things that people love about me begin to be the very things that they hate about me. It's not a new thing. It wasn't that they didn't know. It wasn't that I wasn't clear. They knew who I was when they met me. I said who I was. Listen, I'm very upfront. But the very things that often attract people to me are the very things that they begin to despise. Why? It stretches people. I come in your life to stretch you. Either you'll stretch or you'll hate me. It's really that simple. Either you're going to stretch or you will begin to hate me. You'll begin to resent me. You'll begin to despise me. You'll feel like I'm picking on you. You'll feel like I'm treating you differently. Listen, y'all, listen to me. I need y'all to hear my heart. I need you to hear my heart. How you respond to what God sends in your life will determine your outcome. And either you will stay the way you are, or you will stretch and you will go. And you are not the only ones. Do you not know that I go through the exact same things? And I have to choose daily throughout the day how I'm going to respond to this stretching and this press that God has me in. And some days I want to say, F it. And I ain't saying forget it. Sometimes I'll be in that place where I'll be like, you know what? People are getting ready to F around and find out. And God will say, calm it down. And I'll be like, God, no, they trying me. They trying me. God, what in the world? He'll be like, calm down. I said, God, how do I do it? And this is what God told me. He said, lean in. There's something about leaning in that creates a greater level of intimacy. He says, lean in. I know. But lean in. Lean into me. When you can't figure it out, It don't make sense. When it seems like you're at an impasse and you're not getting through, when it seems like it just is not shifting, it's not changing, he said, lean in. So sometimes all you can do is lean in with everything in you. When everything in you wants to revert back, when everything in you wants to say, listen, 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 lean in. Lean in that and know that it's not to destroy you. It's not. It's to build you, to fortify you, to strengthen you, to prepare you for that place called destiny. So hold on. Your change is going to come. But your change is going to require some things of you. Some things that you'll be mad about. Some things that you won't want to do. But it's necessary. So just know, hold on. Your change is coming. And part of producing that change, part of manifesting that change is putting before you the vision, because the vision is designed so that when you, in your natural being, want to quit, you want to give up, you want to say F it. Now, I know some of y'all say, forget it. That ain't what I be saying when I say F it. I'm just telling y'all. When I get to the F it point, that ain't what I'm not saying. Go forget it. That ain't what I'm saying. Okay? And though you may have every right to be in that place and to feel that, you can't quit. So you got to keep the vision that God has put before you in front of you. Let it remind you, okay? Let it be the thing that allows you to lean in to God, to press in to God, so that he can do what it is that he desires in you. You know that's what it's about, right? It's always really about you. Now, I'm not saying that it's not about other people too, but I'm saying it's really about God doing something in you. And so we got to keep that vision before us. And sometimes we have to adjust our vision. Sometimes we have to adjust our vision. And listen, I feel like this is a season where vision setting is even more important than ever. And what I want you all to do is y'all go sign up for the vision setting course. Listen, what we're going to do in this workshop is we're going to adjust our vision. We're going to reset our focus. We're going to get greater clarity. We're going to make it plain. We're going to go in deeper because God needs that from us. You can go to bit.ly/Dr. V Vision Setting, bit.ly/Dr. V Vision Setting, and go ahead and purchase the course. The course is $55. VIP is $111 because it's about creating. It's about understanding that we are producing, manifesting those things that God has promised us. And really, it requires us to adjust our vision. I want you to think about it like this. Sometimes, even when you've worn glasses all your life, you'll come to a place where you have to get your eye exam. And when you get your eye exam, they have to tweak your prescription. The tweaking of your prescription is not just to get you to buy a new pair of glasses. It's because your vision has been affected. And so in order to adjust your vision back to a place that is better for you, it requires an adjustment and alignment in your vision. So the lenses have to be adjusted. You have to go through a process of changing the prescription. And so I need you to understand that at this point in our year, in our lives, God is adjusting our vision. The vision that he gave you, it doesn't mean that the vision is not the vision, but he may have to tweak some things in it. He may have to show you some things. And you all listen, this is very important because if you miss it, then you'll miss out on some things that God is trying to do in your life and some things that he's trying to do for you. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. I'm ready. Somebody say, God, adjust my vision. God, adjust my vision that I might see clearly. I pray that this word has blessed you. I pray that you've gotten something that you needed. I pray that it gave you a little more encouragement, a little more strength, a little more fortitude to endure what you must endure on the way to God doing what he's doing in your life. It shall happen. It will happen. It must happen. But it's a process. Listen, I love you guys to life and life more abundant. Be blessed. Mwah.